Hi everyone, welcome to live stream Yoga with Louise, tips and cues to keep you safe and strong on the mat. For today's Pilates conditioning class, we're going to be working a continuous circuit from beginning to end. For the first round, we'll go through at a moderate pace so that you can familiarize yourself with the exercises and the modifications as necessary. Thereafter, I want you to push the pace just a little bit and go for flow. Try to minimize your rest, but at no time do I want you to compromise repetitions for form. So your focus is on form. Rather give me less repetitions and more form, and continuously looking for that connection through the core as we're playing. So pulling up from the pubis, tucking down from the sternum, and pulling in from the side so that you can feel your whole belly engage. You ready to do this? Let's play and hit the mat. You're going to set yourself up towards the bottom edge of your mat with room to play behind you. Standing up nice and tall with your feet stacking in parallel underneath your hips. Tuck your tailbone under, pull your belly button in, and we'll start with a standing dead bug. Draw your left knee up to 90, push up with the knee and push down with your flat left palm. On the opposite side of the body, bring the arm into extension. You're going to run through. As you push the palm down and the knee up, I want you to look for that connection through your core. So start engaging that belly. Remember, that's your focus for today's class. No matter what you're doing, you're trying to find a connection through the core, whether it's just a slight connection or a stronger connection. So start pulling up, pulling down, tucking in from the sides. Give me 4 more, and then we're going to bring it into a parallel roll down. And even with the roll down, we're going to be looking for that connection. Standing up nice and tall, chin line parallel to the floor. Nod your chin to your chest, and as you round out, look for that connection through your core. As you peel up, once again, looking for that core connection and taking a little bit of a stretch as you come back into extension. Nod your chin to your chest, round out. Give me a hollow belly as you come down, and keep that same hollow frame as you peel back up. Exhale as you nod chin to chest. Keep that core connection both on the roll down and the roll up. Belly to spine the whole time. Let's do 5 more, and then we'll bring it onto the knees from here. Let's do 1 more. After your last roll down, you're going to find your way into a kneeling position, and we're going to find a dynamic camel, trying to find that connection through the core. Drop so that your knees are stacking underneath your hips, toes tucked under, foot stacked behind your knees, arms softly at your side, nod your chin to your chest. On the inhale, open up into a supported back bend. Exhale to drop your arms softly at your side. As you come into the supported back bend and cup your bum, you're looking for that connection the whole time. So as you relax, pull in through the core. As you come into the back bend, take a nice little stretch through the belly. The whole time looking for that connection in the core. Give me 4 more. Then we're going to find our way into a seat and then onto the elbows and connect a little bit more deeply to the core. Relax the bridges of your feet, sit back on the heels, scooch off to one side and set yourself up in a seated frame at the front of your mat with room to play behind. Find your way onto the elbows, make sure they're stacking underneath your armpits, bring the feet together, brace your core and lift and lower the legs. If giving me a double leg lift is too much, You can give me 5 singles on each side. Use that pull-up through the abs to lift and lower your legs. So don't drive from the foot, drive from your core. Give me 4, 3, 2. We're going to find our way onto the back. Bend the knees, connect the soles of the feet. Find your way onto the back. Float the hands behind your head, elbows nice and wide. And I want you to take a big breath in from neutral spine. Exhale to scoop and round out, drawing your legs up into table and floating the elbows wide. Make your way back to the mat. Exhale every time you scoop and peel up. And use your core, that pull up through the lower abs and the pull down from your sternum to make that action happen. Give me just enough so that you imprint your lower spine into the mat. Weight just off the shoulders. 2 fingers of air between the chin and the chest. Make your belly burn. Give me 3, 2, hold your scoop, stay or float the legs softly to about 75 and hold. Your whole belly should be burning. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, tuck into a little ball, roll left, and find your way to 4-point kneeling on the mat. Hovering your knees just off the floor in a modified little tabletop line. Use your core to keep those knees hovering just off the floor. Hold for 5 more seconds, then we're going to play with a dynamic down dog and a table. Exhale to hit the down dog. Inhale to float your knees just off the mat. Modify the pace. Work at a pace that is comfortable for you. If you're feeling the wrists, give me a fisted line with the wrists looking into the center line. Use your core to keep those knees floating just off the floor. Give me 3, 2, hold your floating knees for 10 seconds. Then we're going to use a little hop up to come to a standing position at the front of the mat. Either stepping up one leg at a time or coming up onto your fingertips, taking a little bunny hop and softly roll up to a standing frame on your mat. Place the hands on your hips and just soften the knees as you give me a full 360-degree rotation through the pelvis, using it for active recovery. Think belly dancing. Take it in the opposite direction. You're going to give me 4 more. Then you're going to find your standing frame and float your hands behind your back. You're going to give me an alternating knee march. To bring that knee up, don't drive from the knee. Pull up from the pubic bone towards your belly button line to make that knee action happen. Give me 3, 2, keep your hands behind your back. Draw your right knee up to table and hold, using that pull-up through the lower abs to keep that foot in position. Hold or lift and lower on the right side only. Don't drive from the knee. Keep pulling up from the pubic bone towards your waistline to drive that knee action. Look for that connection through your core. Tuck in from all 4 quadrants and feel your belly burn. Let's change sides. Lift and hover, hold. Pull up the whole time from the pubis, feel your lower belly burn. Now give me a dynamic lift and lower. Two more to go. We're going to come back to side 1. Give me knee up, extend, bend, hover. Knee up, extend, bend, hover. You're going to give me 8 more on this side. You're using that connection through your core to drive the leg action the whole time. Give me 4, 3, 2, the last one. Change sides. If having the hands behind your back is too much, just place the hands on your hips, standing up nice and tall. Modifying and playing where you're comfortable, but looking for that connection the whole time. Give me 3 more on this time. Then we'll use a roll down and preferably a hop to come into a plank line. Last one. Find your parallel line on the mat. Nod your chin to your chest. Roll down. Find that connection through your core. Bend the knees as much as you need to. Step back one leg at a time or take a little bunny hop. Coming into a plank line and hold. If keeping a full plank is not for you, give me that hovering tabletop position that we played with earlier on. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2. You're going to think knee to hip. Don't cross over the midline. Knee coming straight up towards your hip bone. If this is too much for you, drop to 4-point kneeling and just give me a soft little crunch through the abs as you play with your knee action. You could even do it on your elbows if you need to modify one more level. Give me 4, 3, 2, drop to the knees, bend through the elbows, feel that burning sensation in the triceps, try and hover your nose and your chin just off the floor, then ease your way onto the belly and extend the arms in front, connecting your forehead to the mat with your legs soft and relaxed. Take a big breath in to prepare, find a little marble underneath your nose, roll the marble away, peel your arms and your legs an inch or two off the floor and hold a soft Superman line, feeling a nice little stretch through the lower belly. Keep extending through the fingertips and the toes. Softly reconnect to the mat, bend the left elbow and flip over onto your back. Arms behind your head, float your elbows wide. Find a little scoop to imprint and hold. Playing with that soft little V or U shape that we used earlier on. Stay or give me a scissoring action through the legs as you crisscross pattern with the arms. Feel the belly burn. So looking for that connection through the core. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold your little U shape. Try to keep your lower back imprinted. Weight just off the shoulders. Tuck into a little ball, roll over to one side, find your plank line and hold for a count of 10. Try not to pike your bum up to the ceiling. So give me a relatively parallel line to the mat. We're going to play with that knee action, this time crossing over the midline of the body as if you wanted to reach for your elbow on the opposite side of the body. Make sure that you're bracing through the core and that you're using the core action to drive those knees. Give me 3, 2, the last one. Drop to the knees. Relax the bridges of your feet. Bend through the elbows, loading through the triceps. Try and hover just off the floor for a second. Connect your whole body to the mat and come softly into that Superman line that you played with. So find the little marble, roll it away, hover the arms and the legs just off the mat. Stay here, looking for extension, or flutter kick the arms and the legs up and down as if you were swimming freestyle through a body of water. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, float back down to the mat. As you reconnect, bend the left elbow, flip back over onto your back, coming into a supine butterfly position with the soles of the feet together, knees open to the side and the arms softly floating overhead. Neutral spine position. We're going to work a little butterfly crunch. Take a big breath in to prepare. On the exhale, scoop, imprint. Float your arms down as if you wanted to reach for your toes. Come back into extension on the inhale. Exhale to scoop and round out. Inhale to reconnect with the mat. Work mindfully, looking for that connection through the core. Pull up from the pubis, Tuck down from the sternum, pull in from the sides. Give me 3 more. Then we're going to find our way onto the side. As you complete your last one, draw the knees together, roll over onto one side, propping yourself up on the elbow stacking underneath your armpit, and give me a fisted line on the mat. Bend your knees and line the soles of your feet, the heels of your feet with an extension of your back line. See if you can float the opposite arm behind your back, elbow looking up to the ceiling. You're going to lift and lower your hips and your bum off the mat. If this is too easy, bring the legs into extension and work a modified side plank. Nice and strong through your core and your trunk as you lift and lower your hips. Give me 2 more on this side, then we're going to change sides. Reconnect to the mat, give me a soft little flip over. Find your elbow and arm position, line up your legs or bring them into extension, tuck the hand behind your back, and try to give me 10 little lifts and lowers off the mat. 5, 4, 3, 2, reconnect to the mat, flip over, find a 4-point kneeling frame, tuck your toes under, hover your knees just off the floor, feel your whole belly burn. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, see if you can give me a step up or a hop up to the front of your mat. Feet stacking underneath your hips, roll it up, come straight into your dead bug. Trying to give me 10 repetitions. We're going to speed it up moderately and try to go for flow with minimal rest. 5, 4, 3, look for that connection. The last one, you're going to give me 10 parallel roll downs. Nod your chin to your chest, looking for a soft connect to the core the whole time that you're playing. Keep the energy flowing in the body. Speed it up or slow it down, but look for that connection the whole time with your core. So the whole time that you're moving and transitioning, you're looking for that little connection the whole time. See if you can give me 4 more. Then we'll find our way onto the knees and play with that dynamic camel line. Looking for that soft connect through the core. Last one. As you come up on your last one, drop to the knees. Hips stacking over the knees, arms softly at your side. Bring it into a supported back bend and then softly round out. Almost think of a mini crunch as you drop the arms at your sides and nod your chin to your chest. Look for that connection through the core. 5 more. Then we'll find our way onto the elbows and do a double leg lift. Last one. Find your way to a seat. Find your elbows stack and start directly lifting and lowering through the legs. Strong through the elbows and the chest, so don't collapse your frame. Use your core to make those legs lift and lower. Last 2. We're going to find our way onto the back. Bend the knees, connect the soles of the feet. Hands softly behind your back with a wide elbow. On the exhale, draw up into a little tabletop line with just enough of a scoop to imprint your lower back into the mat and bring the weight off your shoulders. Don't hug the elbows in towards your head. Keep your elbows floating nice and wide. 3 more, then you're going to give me a soft U-hold frame. Scoop and hold, staying in table or bringing the legs softly to 75. Weight just off the shoulders. About 2 fingers of air between your chin and your chest. Bend the knees, roll over to one side, find a tabletop frame, and hover your knees just off the floor. Don't collapse through the shoulders, nice and strong through the arms. Use your core to keep those knees hovering just off the floor. Let's play with a tabletop and a down dog. Exhale for the down dog, inhale for your table. Look for that work through the core. Give me 2 more. Hold your hovering knee position. Feel your core burning. Give me a little hop to the front of the mat, or step one leg at a time. You can bring it onto your fingertips. Use that pull up through the lower abs to give me a soft float up and land softly on the balls of your feet to peel up. Hands on your hips. Begin your little pelvic circle. Think belly dance. But even while you're giving me that 360-degree rotation through the pelvis, I want you to look for a connection to your core. Change direction. All right, float those hands behind your back and give me a marching knee up. Think knee to nose. Look for that connection, that pull up from your pubic bone towards your belly button line. So I want you to feel the belly burning. If keeping the hands behind your head is too much as we play with this series, just give me hands on hips. Come back to the right, lift, hold, and hover. Feel that burn south of your belly button to keep that knee in position. Now lift and lower on the right side only. Feel that burn. 5, 4, 3, 2. We're going to change sides. Lift, hold for about a count of 10. Feel that lower ab work. You're going to give me knee up and down. Look for that work. 2 more on this side. We're going to come back to side 1 and we're going to add an extended leg line. Knee up, extend, bend, hover. Look for that work through your core. Speed it up or slow it down, but work with control and be mindful of that core connection. Last one on this side, we're going to change legs. Knee up, extend, bend, hover. 8 more to go. 7, 6, 5, 4. Last 3. Then you're going to give me a roll down to find your way into a plank line. As you connect, drop the arms at your sides, give me a soft roll down, bending the knees as much as you need to connect to the mat. Step one leg at a time or hop back and hold your plank. Strong through the core, brace your core as if somebody had punched you in the belly. Make sure the tops and the back of your legs are working. Strong through the shoulders. Think knee to hip as you march up and down, side to side. Find that burn south of your belly button. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, drop to the knees. Relax the bridges of your feet. Find your way to hovering just off the mat. Then release to the belly, arms and legs in extension. Find that marble underneath your nose. As you roll it away to hover in your Superman line, find a soft little stretch through the belly area. Keep reaching with your fingertips and your toes for the wall as opposite ends of the room. Float back down, bend the left elbow, flip over onto your back. Set up a soft bridge line. Hands behind your back, elbows wide. Scoop. Find your tabletop line. Stay or extend the legs softly at about 75. Hold or give me a scissoring action through the legs as you crisscross pattern through the arms. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, you're going to hold for me. Find that shape. Bring it to table if you need to. Tuck into a little ball. Roll left. Prop yourself up in your tabletop line. Hover your knees just off the floor. Extend out into your plank line. And then crisscross pattern over with the knees as if you wanted to touch the elbow on the opposite side of the body. Feel your lower belly burning. Find your way to the knees. Relax the bridges of your feet. Bend through the elbows, hovering your nose an inch or two off the floor. Then find your way into the belly. Arms and legs come into extension. Relax your forehead to the mat. Big breath in. Roll that marble away. As you peel up through the arms and the legs, stay and hold. Reach in with the fingertips or swim through the body. Freestyle by softly flutter kicking the hands and the legs up and down. 5, 4, 3, 2. Softly float back down to the mat. As you reconnect, bend the left elbow, flip over onto your back, and set up a supine butterfly on the mat. Floating your arms overhead. Exhale to scoop and peel up. Inhale to reconnect. Use the core to give me that soft crunch-like motion. Imprint your lower back into the mat. Weight just off the shoulders. 2 fingers of air between your chin and your chest. Give me 3 more. Then we're going to come onto the side. Last one. Roll over onto one side. Prop your elbow underneath your armpit. Give me a fisted line. Bend the knees. Line up your heels. As you lift and lower, trying to float the elbow up towards the ceiling or extending your legs on the mat. Strong through that bottom arm. Use your trunk and your core to lift and lower off the mat. Trying to hover if you can and not quite connecting as you come down. Change sides. Bent leg or extended legs. Check your alignment as you come into position. Floating the top elbow up towards the ceiling as you softly tuck that hand behind your head. Last one, you're going to find your way to 4-point kneeling, flip over, fisted line or flat hands, tuck your toes under, lift, hold and hover in table just off the floor. Strong through the core, pull up from the bottom, tuck down from the top and pull in from the sides. Step up one leg at a time or come up onto your fingertips, using that pull from your abs to land softly on the mat. Peel up. Come straight into your dead bug, thinking knee to palm and giving me an extended arm line on the other side. Look for that connection through the core. 4, 3, make sure you're working with resistance as that knee connects to your palm. Last one, we're going to roll it down from parallel. Work at a roll down pace that works for you. So don't worry about the amount of repetitions. Just make sure you're looking for that soft connect through the core, both on the roll down as well as on the roll up. Use that core connection to control your roll down. As you nod the chin to the chest, think of that hollow frame, belly to spine. Let's do 3 more, then we're going to find our way onto the knees. After your last roll up, find your way to a kneeling frame on the mat with the toes tucked under, arms at your sides. Not the chin to your chest. On inhale, open up, cup the bum and come into a supported back bend, looking for a soft belly connection as you relax and stretch the belly. 5, 4. You're going to find your way onto the elbows and give me a double leg lift after your last one. Relax the bridges of your feet, sit back on the heels, scooch over to one side, find your leg line, draw it back onto the elbows, clip your feet together, use that pull up through the lower abs to lift and lower, strong through the elbows, send your chest up to the ceiling. Give me 4 more, then we'll find our way onto the back. As you complete the last one, bend the knees, connect the soles of the feet, find your way onto the back, hands behind your head, elbows wide, scoop to peel up in table, softly float back down to the mat. I don't want any thump happening as you reconnect to the mat. So you're working with control through the core to scoop and peel up and to come softly back down. Whisper soft as if you were a butterfly with gossamer wings. Give me 3 more if you can. Then we're going to hold that scoop and morph into a modified U-hold. Bring the legs softly to 75 with a soft toe line. Feel your belly burn. 5, 4, 3, 2. Tuck into a little ball, roll over, set up a plank line and hold. Strong through the arms, strong through the core. Brace that core. Somebody had punched you in the gut. See if you can give me a soft finger line and give me a little hop to the front of the mat. Peel up. Find a standing frame, hands on your hips, and just relax into the little pelvic 360-degree rotation. Channel your inner Bollywood. Change direction. Keep your hands on your hips or float your hands overhead and place them behind your head, elbows wide, as you give me an alternating knee march. Use that pull up from your pubic bone towards your waistline to drive that leg action. Feel that lower belly stretching and working. Give me 2 more dynamic, then we're going to play on the right side. Knee up and hold on the right. Feel your belly burn. Then give me knee up and down. Playing with that leg action. Don't drive from the knee or the foot. Use your abs to lift and lower. Change sides. Lift and hold. Roughly for a count of about 10. When you're ready, lift and lower. Hands behind your head or keep them on your hips. 2 more on this side. Come back to side 1. Add a leg extension to your movement. Knee up, extend, bend, hover. 8 more to go. Speed it up or slow it down, but work with form and look for that work in the core. Don't drive from the leg. Let's do 2 more on this side. Last one, shake it out. Knee up, extend, bend, hover. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. You're going to give me a roll down to find your way into a plank, either hopping back Controlling through the core or stepping back as you connect to the mat. Give me fingertips or palms. Hold your plank line. Roughly for a count of 10. And then you're going to give me a little marching knee action. When you start marching, think knee to hip. Exhaling every time you draw a knee up. Use your abs to drive the leg movement. Think of that pull-up from the pubis. 2 more sets. We're going to work a modified chaturanga. Drop to the knees, relax the bridges of your feet. Bend the elbows, keep them hugging in towards your rib cage. Hover your chin just off the floor. Release to your belly. Extend the arms and the legs in parallel. Frame your head. Roll that marble away and give me a soft little Superman line stretching through the belly as you reach through the fingertips and the toes. Peel softly back down to the mat as you reconnect. Bend the left elbow, flip over onto your back. Hands behind your head, elbows wide. Scoop to peel up and hold your tabletop line, or bring the legs softly to hovering at 75. Feel your belly burning. We're going to play with a little scissoring action through the legs as you think of softly crisscrossing through the torso and the arms. Mindful in your movement. Don't thrash the body around, so working with control through your core, keeping the elbows nice and wide. Give me 2 more sets, then we're going to hold that U frame. Hold. Use a tabletop line if extending the legs is too much. Softly tuck into a little ball, flip over, find your way into a plank line, hold. Strong through the shoulders, strong through the core. Make sure your whole body is working, but more especially that belly. All right, modified mountain climber. Cross over the midline of the body with the knees as if you wanted to tap the opposite elbow with your knee. Try not to pike your bum up to the ceiling, so try to keep your body line as parallel to the mat as you can. 2 more sets. As you complete your last set, find your way to the knees. Chaturanga down, keep your elbows hugging in towards the ribs. See if you can hover your nose and your face just off the floor before you surrender to the mat. Arms and legs come into a soft parallel line. Roll the marble away, peel up. Find your Superman line, hold it. Or swimming freestyle by softly flutter kicking the arms up and down. 7, 5, 3, 1. Float back down to the mat. Bend the left elbow, flip over onto your back and set up your supine butterfly line on the mat with the arms extended overhead, neutral spine. Exhale to scoop and peel up. Inhale to float back down. Working with control. Close your eyes, take your focus in as you scoop. Feel that total engagement of your belly as you pull up from the pubis, tuck down from the sternum, and pull in from the sides. Feel your whole belly start a nice, delicious little burn. See if you can give me 4 more. Last one, we're going to find our way onto the side from here. Roll over, set up your arm position first. Elbow, make a little fist, tuck the hand behind your back, line up your heels as you lift and lower from a bent knee position, or find your extended line to lift and lower. Strong through the core and the trunk, as if somebody had a beach towel wrapped around your trunk and was pulling you up towards the ceiling. Give me 3 more on this side, then we'll change sides. Reconnect to the mat. Give me a soft little swivel. Line up your elbow and your fist first. Set your leg line. Float your opposite hand up to the ceiling and begin a controlled lift and lower. working with control through that trunk. See if you can give me 4 more sets here. Then we'll find our way to a seated frame on the mat, facing towards me in a wide-legged seated straddle. Peel up, open up the legs into a wide V frame on the mat, trying not to get stuck behind your sit bones. Tilt your pelvis forward. If you need to use a block, tuck it underneath your bum and sit on the knife edge portion so that your pelvis is tilted towards the 6 o'clock position on the mat. Take a big breath in and make sure you're sitting up nice and tall, bracing into the heels. Float the hands up so that your palms are more or less in line with your bosom. Use a little bit of visualization and pretend that you're pushing a wall away from your chest. When your arms start softly extending, float them up towards the ceiling and hold. As you're playing, pull up from the pelvic floor all the way to your waistline and feel your belly totally engage. Softly looking between the 2 palms to the wall at the opposite end of the room. Float back to your start position, pivot slightly to the right. Same action, push the wall away and then softly slant up towards the ceiling, feeling that pull from your lower abs towards your breastline. Keep your belly button pulled in, so no muffin tops hanging over your pants onto the floor. Bring it back towards the midline, take it to the middle. Push away and slightly curve up towards the ceiling. Feel that pull through the lower abs towards your breastline. Peel back towards the center line. Push away and up to the ceiling towards the left. Keep bracing softly into your toes and keep that belly button pulled in. Suck that gut in. Bring it back towards the center line. One more to the middle. Push away and up. Feel that zipper. Pretend you're putting on a pair of really tight skinnies and you're pulling that zip up all the way from your pubic bone towards your belly button. Come back towards the center line and morph your legs into a modified mermaid. Bend the right knee, line up the heel and the ankle more or less in a straight line. Bend your extended left knee and feed it into the arch of your right foot. Sitting up nice and tall, softly float the left hand to the mat or just place it on the top of your thigh or your leg. Frame your head with your right arm. Just give me a soft elbow and then focus on your fingertips on that top hand. Extend through the fingertips and try to touch the wall at the opposite side of the room. If you can, softly rotate your head and peek up to the ceiling. Think of that length that's happening through the trunk on the right and look for that soft connection through your core. So as you hold that frame, lock in your core from all 4 quadrants and feel it working. Give me 5 more soft breaths here. Peel back towards the center line and open up your legs in that wide-legged straddle. Arms in line with your chest. Big breath in on the exhale. Push the wall away and slightly up to the ceiling as you pull up from the lower belly towards your breastline. Peel back towards the center line and set up your line on side 2. Bend the left leg, line up the heel and the ankle. Take your extended right leg, bend the knee and tuck it into the arch of your foot. Place your right hand softly on the mat, either fingertips or palm, and give me almost a bowling action on the opposite side as you softly frame the head. Focus on your fingertips, reach for the wall at the opposite side of the room. Then if you can, float your head. Give me a soft rotation and peek up to the ceiling. That right arm is super, super soft. There's no tension in the arm at all. You're almost thinking of melting your palm and your elbow into the floor. Belly to spine the whole time. Look for that soft connection through your core. Float back towards the center line and set up your last wide-legged straddle. Hands in line with your chest. Push the wall away and up. Pull up through those lower abs. Keep working. Lock in. Give me 5 more soft breaths here. And then gently float back towards the center line. Thank you so much for coming out and playing with me today. Before we wrap, I just want to mention that for Thursday's class, you're going to be needing a soft, more or less soccer ball sized ball for the class. Try and not have the ball too hard, so it must have a softness to it so that you can play with the ball. If you don't have a ball at hand that you can use, please make sure that you have a yoga block or a block-sized book that you can use for the modification. Alrighty, I will see you all tomorrow for playtime on the mat. Please give me a thumbs up to like this class. Shoot me your comments in the comments box and make sure that you've hit that subscribe button. Until tomorrow, keep it light.